It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randominity with the Random Christian Show. Today, the Random Christian Show is interviewing Tony Adams, the Bacon Whisperer. The Random Christian Show is brought to you by Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena, a unique blended salsa loaded with cilantro and just the right amount of heat. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is available in stores across Northern California, Colorado, Nevada, and Southern Oregon. To find a store near you, just visit mrsafamous.com. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neil Broadus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. The Random Christian Show can now be seen on the Good Wives Network, TV for women, by women. The Good Wives Network starts streaming soon over on Roku, Android TV, and Amazon TV. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week, the Random Christian Show is off, but we'll return in 2 weeks with guitarist Kenny Lee Lewis from the Steve Miller Band. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, Christian Random.
Hi.
Oh,
How
hi.
are you?
Good. How are you?
Welcome to the show. Today's the show where we're gonna scream really quietly.
We should have a non-alcoholic drinking game of how many times we say bacon in today's episode.
Or for those who can handle their drinking.
Right. Yeah.
Welcome to the drinking show of the Random Christian Show, where every time we say bacon, you gotta take a shot.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay. Refreshing. Okay. Hey, welcome to it. It is it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We haven't done the show on a Thursday in I don't know
A while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been almost over a year and a half, I think.
That's okay.
So
you'll come back into this time area. I promise. We'll get you
I've
back.
sort of lost myself. Where am I? This is a strange place with lights, and it's a UFO.
I told you to stop playing with the time machine, Christian. Okay, you have to
Terribly sorry.
stop playing with the
and
time
scene. And scene. There it is.
machine. There it is.
And I'm back. All right.
Acting.
Yes. All right. That's me improvising pretty much everything I do in life. So heyo, and welcome to the show. He over there, that's Andy.
That's
I'm
Christian.
Christian,
Yeah.
and we are glad to have you along with us. If you're watching at home, either live or maybe later on the Facebook and YouTube, Twitter thing, or listening to us on our good friend Spreaker and all the others, thank you so much for being a part of it. Corey Hall checking in, our oddest of all odd fellows. Yes, welcome to it, my friend. Hey, I've got I'm very, very intrigued because today we have Tony Adams, the Bacon Whisperer. He is a gentleman who's got a Facebook page, YouTube. This guy, it's all about bacon, and it's you would think, oh, there's such a limit to bacon. No, there really isn't, and Tony's living proof that there is no end to bacon and its many uses and substantial proprietaries in life just in general. So I used big words. I was playing with the thesaurus earlier and did a little studying for the show, and now I sound like a smart guy. Yes, I do. I got educations. It makes my brain hurt. Hi Andy, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. The medication's a little worn off.
You dosed a little high today, huh?
David Lindsay, welcome to the show, my friend. Yes, yeah, I've been around the glue and model planes for a while. So
okay, yeah.
But we're good. We got Tony coming up, and also Tommy the Truth going to be here towards the end of the show talking all things wrestling.
Yeah, that's right, brother. We're going to be talking about the real, true wrestling and how it applies to you. Oh, I'm trying to get my veins to bulge out of my forehead just like everybody else in the WWE.
Don't pass out, Christian. Don't pass out. Remember the last time that happened on air? Come on.
Actually, no, I don't.
All right.
But I do remember waking up in an awfully confused state and everything was dark.
Yeah.
And quiet. And there was people around me and I had no idea who they were.
Right.
But that's pretty much every other Tuesday night. So very excited. Also, next week, taking a week off, taking a little breather. Again, I know we just did a week off a little while ago due to technical situations. Next week is my anniversary, so we're giving the anniversary week and of pleasant things to my wife now of almost 4 years next week. So yay, she's kept me around. I keep telling her, I'm like, hey, you put a ring on it, baby.
Right.
So,
you're stuck with it.
You're stuck with it now.
That's what I keep reminding my wife. So remember, you said yes.
I just said, hey, what do you think? And you said, okay, sure.
Right.
And so now here we are. David Lindsay and anybody else out there watching, we do have this chat available. So feel free to join in just like Corey Hall did. Yes, it's right there, right next to Andy. We're going to have our good friend and our newfound good friend, Tony and the Bacon Whisperer on here shortly. Yeah. And then you also stick around for Tommy the Truth and his take on all things wrestling. So, yes, very excited because Steve Miller Band is coming out here to Kansas City. They're out doing tours. And I spoke with Kenny and I said, hey, dude, I saw you're coming out here soon. How'd you like to come back on the show? And he's like, absolutely. So,
nice. Great.
Yeah. And he may only be on for like 5 minutes going, yeah, well, I'm going to be in Kansas City. See you guys later. So, and that'll be it for Kenny. Hello, Cole. How you doing, buddy? Cole Dugan, or is it Duggan or Dugan? Well, we're going with Doogie.
I like Dugan. I would say Dugan. Yeah.
And now he's known as Doogie to me.
Doogie.
So,
okay.
So Cole, you are the Doogie, the Doogster, the Doogarama, Doogalunga Ding Dong. It's all about Cole now. But I digress because we have had our crack team. Oh, I forgot. There it is.
There we go.
That's the intro music to what we like to call the Random 9 list. Yes, that's right. We have a crack squad that every week pulls together. That was my school nickname. That compiles a list. They do a lot of research, a lot of interviews with people, just complete strangers, usually in bathrooms at truck stops, and get a lot of information that randomly has no relativity to anything, and then they throw it all away and compile a list. This week they came up with what we, it's pertaining to this show, 9 random things we whisper about bacon. Yes.
Right.
That delicious, smoky, cured meat.
Bacon.
Bacon! There it is.
Oh, that doesn't count.
No.
That absolutely does not count.
Did not hit the post.
No, you did not. But that's two shots for those people playing at home.
That's true. That's right. Everybody join in. Tony's back there drinking coffee.
Right.
He's in the green room. So we've got our list of 9 random things we whisper about bacon. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. But Doogie, you just let us know when we've gone too far. Safe word is pineapple, by the way.
That's right. Yeah. Whisper creepily the word pineapple and we'll stop.
The safe word is pineapple. Who remembers the game password?
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Come on. Come on.
All right. Yeah.
It was a
yeah.
great bit in the Cable Guy too. Remember?
Oh, yes. That's right.
Remember?
Okay. No, we're not going to go down that road.
No,
Okay.
please don't.
All right.
Please don't. No, stay on
Okay.
task. Yeah.
I so want to though.
I know.
Okay.
No, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
9 random things we whisper about bacon. And well, number 1 is, you gonna finish that? Wow.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's I wasn't expecting the old creepy stuff there.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
yeah,
Just the tiniest bit of a creepy vibe with that phrase. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Mine are just as bad.
no. Oh yeah. No, this is crack squad going at it. Number 8 random things we whisper about bacon. Fry, baby, fry. This is like the most ridiculous.
Oh, this is yeah.
Well, this is what happens when you think of things at 2 a.m. in the morning.
That's
Number 7 random things we whisper to bacon. I'm gonna cure you. Because it's a cured meat.
I get it. I get it. No,
just
that's good. Yeah.
because there may be some people going, what the hell are they talking about?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Okay, number 6.
Number 6. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna let you burn. You're safe with me.
Actually, I have mentioned that to bacon while I'm cooking. It's
absolutely.
Okay. You're gonna be fine.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. You're just gonna be just right.
Everything's
Stay on that
okay.
pan just 1 second more. You got it.
It's all good, bacon. I just need to get that little edge right there. Oh, God. All right. Wow, this show's really starting to take a wrong turn.
Already made bacon dirty, and it's
we're 12 minutes into the show and things have gone south really bad. Tony says he set off a smoke detector when cooking my bacon for the show.
Oh, geez.
So we may have fire department walking
right.
into.
Yeah.
Number 5. Well, this one, I don't think this is actually whispered, but
no.
You're a pig, but in a good way. Oh yeah. That's been whispered to me, but I wasn't a piece of bacon. So, it was at a truck stop.
Yeah.
It was really scary.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I was on my way shortly after.
Truck stop bacon?
No, don't knock it till you tried it.
Okay. All right. I didn't. Okay. No, you're bold for trusting truck stop bacon.
Yeah, that had to come out. Sorry.
Yes. No, definitely.
Number 4, random things we whisper to bacon.
You make everything better. You complete me.
Oh, we got to move on. This is really becoming an awkward show. Number 3, random things we whisper to bacon. It's just not a buffet line without you. It really isn't. I mean,
no.
If you're in a buffet line.
The breakfast buffet, the huge tray of bacon is like the best thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, next to the sausage patties, it's
No, the bacon's the best.
Well, yeah, it is.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But then second best would be sausage.
No, absolutely. Yeah, but we don't have the sausage whisperer on our show today. We have the bacon whisperer on our show.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's a month from now. We had the sausage whisperer.
he's still processing.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Where is it?
Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago.
And for those playing along at home, that's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's just, yeah, we're drinking a lot today.
That's right.
Number 2.
I know our time on this earth was short-lived, but rest assured, I've never loved anything more.
That one just seemed kind of appropriate at that point. Okay, now the number 1. Where's Number one random
go.
things we whisper about bacon. My arteries are clogged and my heart can't take it, but you're worth it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bring it. There it is. The 9 random things we whisper about bacon. All in a very long, uncondensed list.
All right.
Yeah. We may have to look at getting some better crack squad.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't think the drunk circus monkeys that we've gotten doing are paying off.
Yeah.
Of course, they do work for free, and we do let them hang out with us. So I guess that's all worth it. So there we are, 9 random things. That we whisper about bacon, and I think we were probably the only ones that were really entertained by it. But hey, it killed some time.
Right.
Yes.
There we
because now, where's my music? That's not the music I had queued up. I seem to have a problem with this with my. There it is. There it is. Yeah, little Foo Fighters to intro. The man, the myth, the bacon whisperer, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Adams.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. Pineapple. Pineapple.
And, ladies and gentlemen, that is a new record for the safe word being spoken in the Random Christian Show.
Oh, nailed it.
Luckily, I didn't have to mark anything off my list.
Yeah.
Of things that I wanted to talk about bacon-wise with your guys'
Right.
list.
Yeah, there was no conflict at all there, was there? No. Tony, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you
for taking time out of your busy bacon-filled schedule.
Yes.
Now, okay, first things first, because I'm pretty sure everybody, I'm sure you've gotten this quite a bit. How did this all come about? I mean, there's bacon and a love for bacon, but I think you far exceeded an obsessive, compulsive desire for bacon.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as I know, I've liked bacon, and about 2 years ago, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna start something, and I started the Bacon Whisperer. I didn't know what I was doing. On my About page, I just wanted to do product reviews and restaurant reviews is all I was doing. And I'm like, the Bacon Whisperer was the best name I came up with. So in the About section, it actually says, this is not all about bacon. So I left it that way, and it's kind of, I get a lot of hate when I don't post bacon. So,
well, that's true. You posted stuff about grape soda the other day, and I'm like,
oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, that's my morning get you riled up bit.
Yeah. Well, it worked because
which
grape
happens.
soda.
Yeah. Whenever Tommy the Truth is on, I want to ask him what his problem is with Mystic soda. But anyway, because that was the other day, and he said that stuff's got to go. You know what I found funny? This is what I found funny. So Tommy the Truth has been on my page, right? And I went to go like his page. You can't like his page. For some reason, he's only got 14 friends, and neither one of y'all are on there.
I tried liking it, and I can't do it. I'm not sure what's going on. I was going to ask him about that. So
there you go. I just did it for you.
Yeah. So get on that, Tommy. But yeah, no. But I think it's great. Just the fact, first off, you have a lot of people following you that very passionate about bacon.
Yes.
And which trust me, there's nothing wrong. As I think we just went through, we really enjoy bacon as well.
Yeah.
And that's what drew me to the whole thing. I was like, what? And I'm like flipping through your page. I'm like, this is incredible. There's like a never ending story about bacon. And then to find all these people that are just as passionate about it and having fun with it. Now there's a couple people I've seen on there. I was like, okay, guys, let's just, maybe a glass of milk and Pepto-Bismol for a little bit and
Right.
settle down. But so you just decided, and yeah, I see you, and we've got you here because I want to ask you about a couple of these things. The UGC videos that you're making. Yeah,
Yes.
did you start doing that with the bacon, and then it just kind of evolved from there, or how
No.
did that all happen?
I actually just started doing those about 2 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Looking at doing like affiliate marketing type stuff and
Mhm.
collaborating with other brands. So I found this company that I go through, and they have a ton of people that need content. So they send me product, they pay me, and it's been really fun. I'm super, I get to where it's like I got 2 or 3 videos to shoot in a week, and with my schedule, my regular job, and everything like that, it gets to be a little time consuming because editing, and so it's anywhere from 15 seconds to 60-second videos can take me 2 or 3 hours to do.
Wow. Yeah.
The other day, I had to rearrange my whole living room because they wanted natural light, and my couch blocks my screen door.
Oh,
So I had to
geez.
rearrange everything. And the funny thing is, it's a fitness app, and they wanted me to just do some exercises. But the funny thing, they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we want you to work on this project with us." And I was like, "Oh, whoa, that's pretty cool," because I actually saw it in the queue, and I'm like, I don't think they'll accept me. But they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we want you on here." So when I accepted the project and looked at the bio, it said, "We're looking for plus size people." And I thought, wow, all right, well, whatever, I guess.
Right.
According to the science books, I'm obese, but we found over the last couple of years that science can be wrong. So
Right.
Well, what a polite way to call me a fat ass.
I know,
Thank you so
right.
much. Wow. But hey, I mean, they're paying, so
yeah. The first time I saw my own ad come across my TikTok screen scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, they're really following me now. What's
that
going
looks like
on?
my kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so so these are all just affiliate marketing kind of things where they
so actually I was just trying to get into affiliate marketing, stuff like that, but these are like, they own the royalty, they own the video. Once it's said and done, they pay me, and that's it. There's no commissions earned on these things, but I work with some other companies that I have affiliate links with, and those are all, you've got my link posted on here somewhere. It's got a link tree on there where I've got a bunch of affiliate links that I work with. Or companies.
Right. And we will in fact, let me just find that for you all here right now. Here, for more things all about the Bacon Whisperer, just go to thebaconwhisperer.club, and you can find anything you need to know about bacon and bacon whispering and all his product fun. I mean, you've got your own brand.
You know what's funny? I do. So I've got a T-shirt. I've got a merch store on my Facebook page, and I run that through a company called Bonfire. They help do fundraisers and things like that. And 100% of those proceeds go to my mission work. But the hats and the mugs and the little pillows you see in the background, I just went on. I think I got that from Vistaprint or something like that. When I started, I've got a backpack and everything, that I carry my video gear around in.
Jeez.
But yeah, just, I would love to have everybody wearing Bacon Whisperer hats. You can get shirts. This right here, can't see it really, but it says bacon for president.
Yeah.
It says bacon for president.
Hey, we've had lots of pieces of dead meat up there before, so it's that's nothing.
I got blocked from posting that on Facebook. Actually, tried to run an ad for it, and they said it was politically motivated, so they wouldn't allow me to do that. But Facebook is a funny thing, and I don't know how you guys exactly found me, but so a while back ago, I got banned from posting any live videos or doing any ads from a post on my personal page that I did like a year earlier. And so I just started jumping on other comedy pages and posting something as the Bacon Whisperer, not even bacon related, just funny stuff.
Yeah.
And then when somebody likes it, Facebook says, "Hey, do you want to invite them to your page?" I said, "Well, yeah." I was getting hundreds and hundreds of organic followers this way. I haven't spent a dime. I haven't spent a dime on advertising at all.
That's incredible.
Okay,
let me take some notes.
I was going to say, I need to take some notes here, Tony, because, man,
hold on. Be nice on social media.
Oh.
Okay, got
We've been doing it. We've been doing it so wrong, Andy.
Completely the wrong way.
Wow. Man, we're boy, and I really cheese some people off. So yeah, that's man. Well,
it happens. Sometimes you just got to let it go.
Who would have thought, right? You know what I'm saying? So, well, now we live and learn.
That's right.
We live to find another day. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of truck stop bacon, have you guys been to Buc-ee's?
No.
Oh my goodness! If you're traveling through,
I don't like where this is going.
If you're traveling through, man, I think they're in Texas and down south and things like that. They've got like 200 gas pumps. It's like the Walmart of gas stations. It's absolutely amazing. I went there on my way back from visiting some friends in Bristol, Tennessee a while back ago, and I spent 45 minutes in the place. And spent $80 and forgot to get gas. but they literally like a meat counter in there, and it's full of beef jerky, and you can go a pound of this, a pound of this, a pound of this. They got the best brisket sandwich I've ever had, and they just sit there and they chop it up, man, and they just slinging sandwiches, man.
Oh man!
So if you find Buc-ee's, best barbecue sauce I've had too. Barbecue sauce.
I've heard great things, and I mean, people travel just to go to a Buc-ee's, because it's that impressive.
It is,
and it's like a store, restaurants, it's everything, and
you do your Christmas shopping. You can you do everything there. Yeah, cleanest bathrooms you'll ever find anywhere.
Oh wow, yeah. Corey Hall says Bucky Nuggets are awesome.
Bucky Nuggets. I'm kind of scared to ask any more about that. Last time I asked about a nugget, things went south real fast. Okay, so now
sorry.
That's okay. I love his passion for his video games. It's awesome. Now you have okay. I'll get to that one here in just a minute. You've been sober now for how many years?
About 13. I think 13. We're 13 going on 14. Yeah.
Okay. So you're just a few years behind me. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. You as well.
And now, was the bacon part of the sobering up, or
probably.
Was that the 14th step? Was now I'm absorbed in bacon instead of alcohol and drugs?
I think I gave all that stuff up, and my taste buds started to,
right. They came back.
They started getting better.
Yeah,
they weren't saturated with trash.
This doesn't taste like alcohol. Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah. What is this called? Food. Yeah. Oh my God! We should be eating more.
On most any place, I tell people I'm just a guy who loves Jesus, bacon, cookies, and tacos. You quit drinking, you need sugar, man. You need sugar all the time. So cookies came into play. You go to those meetings, cookies and coffee, man.
Hey, I when I quit drinking, I became addicted to Bluebell cookie dough ice cream.
Okay.
And seriously, it's the ones that still come in the big gallon tub.
Nice.
And that gallon would last me about 2 to 3 days. That was about it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking to a guy who drank pretty much 6 out of 7 days of the week, and drank 6-7 days of the week. But so now you're sober. You start absorbing into the bacon and the bacon grease, and this basically consumes your life, and now you become a reckless recluse living in a small vat of grease of bacon.
Yes.
But and I love the fact I have to make a side note here for everybody listening. We are talking with the Bacon Whisperer, Tony Adams. He sent us talking points, which I absolutely love because
He's the only guest that's done this, right?
yeah, he's the only
This is
guest.
so fantastic.
Everybody else just sends us, oh, here's my bio, or go to my page and you can check me out there. No, he's
Yeah.
made us a bullet pointed list. And I just love the fact
I even did it in Microsoft Word for you. So.
I know, dude. It's beautiful. It almost brought a tear to my eye because I was like, this is absolutely amazing. Your favorite color is blue. It's almost like a dating profile at this point.
Yeah.
And which being on this show is rather it tends to go that way. I prefer cats to dogs, which yeah, okay. You hate olives, so
Good man. Good
prefer-
man right there.
You prefer Popeye to olive oil. Okay. There's currently no Mrs. Bacon Whisperer. Again, no olives. And this I've got to know. You used to live in a church.
I did, yeah. Up until this past January.
What
Really?
What?
Yeah.
This I got. What brought you to living into a church? And this man is my spirit animal.
So prior to COVID, I went to South Sudan on a mission trip for a month.
Okay.
And for years and years, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years prior to that, 7 years, 8 years, I had a dream of just being a full-time missionary in that region, South Sudan, Ethiopia, things like that. And I wasn't sure how I was going to get there. And I was attending a different church than what I am now. That's kind of where all this stirred up. I'd gone on mission trips to Peru and 4 times, and I get to this new church, and I go and I start talking to people about wanting to go into full-time mission work. I didn't know exactly what that entailed, but I'd done some research along the way, right? I knew it probably wasn't wise to be in debt going to live in another country full-time and things like that. So I started talking to people, and there's a ministry in my current church where it's been around since the inception of the church, where they've always had 3, 4, 5, 6 guys living at the church. It's an old mansion that they've kind of built onto. So like there's living quarters up on the 3rd floor, 2nd floor is offices. And then you got the sanctuary and the gathering spots and everything like that on the 1st floor. And then we have a basement for fellowship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, would it be possible for me to move into the church, start saving money, paying off debt, things like that, and preparing myself to go into full-time missions? Well, a week before COVID shut everything down, we got back within a matter of days of everything shutting down. And that just kind of lots of conversations and things like that. And realizing that probably wasn't my calling to go into full-time mission work.
Right.
So I ended up staying in the church for 2.5, 3 more years.
Kind of cool here. This is all right.
Yeah. There's always somebody at my house. There's always something going on. It was cool. I'm also a deacon in the church now. So living there and being a deacon, it got to be a bit much. So I said, man, there needs to be a little separation. So I said, it's time for me to move out and get my own place. I'm in my 40s and here I am all grown up now.
Well, to a certain point.
Right.
Yeah.
Bacon definitely, plays a role in this. You once won a year's supply of bacon.
I did, yes.
Okay, first off, where do you store a year's supply of bacon?
So contrary to what anyone thinks, because a lot of people that like bacon consume, I think, more than the average, which I don't, I don't know where they came up with this average, but the average American only consumes 18 pounds of bacon per year. So I was at the Indiana Bacon Festival in Delphi, Indiana, where it's the home of the brand of my favorite bacon, which is Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, in case you're listening.
Boom. There's a plug.
There you go.
But so kind of to back up just real quick, I was at the grocery store one day. Their bacon was on sale, and I took a picture and I said, in case anyone was wondering, I'm a size thick cut Indiana Kitchen bacon. If anyone's looking for a birthday gift for me. And they reached out and said, hey, we want to send you some bacon for your birthday. And so I did that, and they sent me 3 pounds of bacon for my birthday, which is just coupons. They sent me coupon books.
Sure.
And then then I was at the Bacon Festival, and we did this contest, social media contest, and I just held up a piece of bacon, with a face cut out, and I was a piece of bacon, had their logo on it or whatever, and I posted on my social media, and I said, whoever comments on this post is going to be invited to a bacon party if I win this bacon. And I got hundreds of comments, I think. And so they picked me as one of the winners and gave me 18 pounds of bacon, a coupon book for 18 pounds of bacon. Sadly, I never had the bacon party, so I think I still owe a whole bunch of people some bacon.
Well, you can just mail off a slice to everyone, and be like, yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's cryovac and ready for you whenever you're ready. Just throw it in the microwave.
That's right.
15 seconds max.
Yep.
Because I was trying to figure out the logistics of this. I was like, that's an awful lot of packaged bacon, and so 18 pounds is
18
the
pounds.
per average.
Yeah, but America as a whole consumes 5,608,654,506 pounds of bacon per year.
Wow.
This is why he's known as the Bacon Whisperer, folks. This is stuff you just can't make up, or you could, but he sold it so well. It's amazing. Okay, so now we actually were debating this the other day. How many different bacon products have you had the pleasure of experiencing or displeasure of experiencing?
Oh, bacon products. Anytime I see one, I am like, I've got to try it.
Right. Okay, let's go with this. What is the oddest bacon product that you've either given to, or somebody's said, hey, you've got to try this?
So not too long ago, a friend of mine, a coworker, I hope she's listening. I hope she's watching. But she ordered her husband like $100 worth of shirts for work or something like that. I don't remember, through one of those websites where you buy stuff or whatever.
Right.
And 10 pounds of bacon showed up instead. No joke. And I'm thinking, you are the luckiest person I know.
Right.
And, but it was from like England or something. So it's like these 1 pound pork belly packs, and they got this weird texture on it, man. I cooked it up and I had to cut that stuff off. I don't know what it was, but
oh wow.
It was good, but it's not something I would like go out and rush out to the store for. Had like it's like plastic. It had like plastic on it, but it looked like it was the skin smoked or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. There's no labeling. There's no labeling on it, so I couldn't, verify it was even real.
That's crazy.
But
so it could have just been a big chunk of somebody's shoe.
Right.
You're like, well, it's salty and kind of smoky. And
that's what I tell people when they order a well done steak. It's like, oh well, here's my shoe.
Right. Yeah.
Probably tastes a little better.
Okay. So now what is your favorite? Okay. I'm assuming just bacon period. Well, you said your favorite bacon product is Indiana
Kitchen Premium Pork Products.
Boom. There it is. Another plug for Indiana Premium Pork Products. But what is your absolute favorite bacon type product? Just plain bacon? Do you like the thick cut bacon?
Thick cut for sure. Thick cut for sure. And what I do that I don't think, I tell people about this and they're like, what? What do you mean? I season my bacon just like I would a steak or a burger.
That makes sense. No, absolutely.
You know.
So
Okay.
what's the perfect seasoning for bacon?
So I started off, just experimenting a young lad, with garlic powder, right? And just
Okay.
kind of started
Okay.
there.
Well, that's
But
simple. Yeah.
now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Meat Church. It's a
No.
seasoning. And
Okay.
they've got this honey hog seasoning, and it makes it so good. I get hated on for that too. People are like, you're not a bacon purist. Yeah, you don't deserve that bacon whisperer title. I'm like, try it. You try it, and then tell me I don't deserve it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's as long as you're eating bacon, I would think, yeah.
It just goes to the next level, man. It's next level. That's all I can say.
And Corey's saying a little bit of cracked black pepper and some honey, oven baked. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Now
Corey,
okay.
I got to ask, Corey, you put that honey on there as soon as you cook it, because it's been my experience that honey burns unless you put it on at the end.
Wow. There's one for Corey, Mr. I know everything about bacon, kind of. Now, besides, this guy who apparently was given bacon products so that way instead of clothes, he would be meeting the rabid dogs down the street, and then his wife has a huge insurance, policy taken out on him. Have you experienced? Because I know you've been to bacon festivals.
Yeah.
What I mean, do people use bacon in ways that we could never imagine? I know you've experienced some of these different avenues.
You know what the strangest thing I had at the bacon festival was? What was it? They had a peach tea that had bacon chunks floating in it, and it was strangely good. Yeah. I mean, but everything, but anything else I didn't. I've not run into. I've created more odd things, I think, than I've experienced from anybody else.
So what is the oddest thing that you've done with the piece?
One that people frown upon a lot is peanut butter and jelly with bacon.
I've heard about this.
I don't remember who you had on the show. Was it Dennis that you had on the show that liked some kind of peanut butter and tuna or something crazy like that?
Oh,
I'm trying to remember.
I remember peanut butter and tuna.
It was really recently, I think, too.
Yeah. Good Lord, who was that? No, I remember the peanut because we were all like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking just add a little bacon and you're good to go. But if you switch the bread, if you switch the regular bread up to a biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man.
There you go.
But that used to be my pre-golf games meal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. A little protein and
yeah.
A little sugar, and you're good to go, baby.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that I did just the other day was I wrapped it in burnt bacon or burnt cheese.
Ooh.
So I put
yes.
the cheese down
I
and
saw
I burned
that.
it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because it's just a little crispy, but it's kind of chewy, and then with the bacon, oh yeah, no.
The burnt cheese takes me back to going to my grandmother's house, and she made those grilled cheese sandwiches on the sandwich press, and the cheese oozed out.
Oh God, was that not the best?
Man,
that was
takes me back to 1985 all over again.
Dude. Oh my gosh, I used to love doing that with sourdough bread. And I should start a sourdough bread whisperer page. But I would put it in the oven. I put a little garlic butter, and then I put slices of sharp cheddar cheese, and then I would let it melt. And you got to let it melt over. You put it on broil, so the cheese bubbles up and over the bread, and then down onto the pan, and then you pull it off, and you've got that burnt, crispy edge around the. Oh my gosh,
it's where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
all right. Well, we got to go now.
Hold on. Yeah. My big question here is that, everybody puts bacon on a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
And there's that saying that bacon makes everything better. Is there something that bacon does not make better? Is there a meal or something that bacon just doesn't belong on in your world?
In my opinion,
Okay.
fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scallops are good. Shrimp is
Yeah.
good. But don't
Yeah.
put it on a piece of perch or, something like that. It might be okay on some fried fish. I've not actually tried it, but
Okay.
in my mind, it doesn't work. The smells as they mix in my mind
Yeah.
don't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, fish is probably the only thing that I can think of. There might be some fruits or something like that you wouldn't want to
Sure.
put your bacon on, but it might work with that too.
Yeah.
Tommy's in the green room going, cereal and bacon don't mix. I'm gonna argue that.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles or Honey
Yeah.
Nut Cheerios with some bacon. I'm telling you, baby, that's some munching right there. Of course, this was back before I quit sobering up, and
Right.
there was a lot of things that seemed to taste good at the time, and now
Right.
that I'm sober, I was like, I did do that. You've got video of it. Great. That's awesome.
I'm lucky that I was pre Facebook, so none of my stuff was really
Oh yeah.
video documented.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I mean, you could probably find a couple mug shots online. But.
I had friends with just regular Polaroid cameras and things.
Oh yeah.
And we used to think that was just funny at a party. We'd just snap off pictures left and right, and no, it wasn't good. That was some really incriminating evidence, and I'm glad the pictures were burned, hopefully by accident, I'm sure. We did mention bacon soda the other day on your page.
Yes.
And I know that that's a thing.
It is. It's terrible.
Yes.
It's terrible.
I can't imagine it being good. The fact that it exists, though, is just absolutely awesome. Because
they've got some wild sodas out there too.
Because that was the grape soda dispute.
Yes.
And somebody said, what, no bacon flavors? And you're like, no, it's horrible. And I was like, wait a minute. No. Who is this? And what have you done with my bacon whisperer? Because, you're the bacon whisperer, Tony.
Yeah.
And
I'm here to let you know, I'll try it all and let you know whether it's worth it or not. I think the bug vomit soda was way better than the bacon soda.
The what?
Bug vomit, I think it was. They've got dirt soda, grass soda, blue cheese soda, ranch soda, mustard soda, ketchup soda. I've got a YouTube video where I did like 12 or 13 different sodas. I had like 5 or 6 friends. We got together and did like a soda tasting. And I think it's bug barf, I think is what it was. And that one actually was the best soda at all.
That would be the blue cheese soda. That's horrible.
Man.
They have hot wing soda. You're supposed to mix them together, kind of like a black and tan or something like that.
Right.
Oh, wow. For everybody at the on the audio version of this, and this is we're speaking with Tony Adams. He is the Bacon Whisperer. You can go to let me put that back up here, the baconwhisperer.club, and find out any and everything you needed to know about bacon, and where you can find bacon, where you can buy bacon, what you can do with bacon, how to make bacon, how to not make bacon, how to drink bacon, and how to clothe in bacon, maybe, or at least Bacon Whisperer clothing.
I do have some bacon pajama pants.
Yes,
nice.
That's
I believe my sister got those for me for Christmas one year.
I was gonna ask, do you walk around and go, hey, guess who's sizzling, baby? Yeah. Yeah, baby. Does this make you hot and spicy? Yeah.
I've almost worn them out in public once, but I didn't. So
they
have been featured in some videos that I've done though. That tends to stand out some. I'm in the kitchen whipping something up, and somebody will comment, "Are those bacon pants?" Well, you can barely see them. What's going on? The focus is supposed to be on this bacon sandwich I'm making.
What are you doing looking at my bacon pants?
Right.
I mean, they're for bacon, but I'm just bacon in my bacon pants. So
When I had to go with the baconwhisperer.club because they wanted $1,500 for .com.
Oh wow.
really?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
somebody else
good
had already
Lord.
bought it, and they said I could have it for $1,500. I said,
Oh.
I'll do
Nope.
something else.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So now have you been approached by any of these the baking companies and about sampling their products and promoting their
not.
products? I mean, what's up with that?
I don't know.
And I
know.
mean, why aren't you hitting them up? I mean, you're like, I'm the bacon whisperer.
It's
Hello.
probably, I hadn't even really thought about that. I get busy doing all these other things, and there's days I'm like, you know what? Because my phone blows up with the Bacon Whisperer page, and I look down and I've got 150 comments, and I try, I really try and go and like everybody's comment, and I don't actually read all of them, especially if they're more than a line or two.
Right.
Because there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
And then I say, you know what? I am just ready to quit doing all this because it's so
Wow.
time consuming. And then
Yeah.
somebody says, man, that just made me laugh so much today. Thank you for posting that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, well, there you go.
Yep.
See, and that's what it's about. And
Yeah.
and that's why I think I was very drawn to your page. It's kind of like this show. We just like to, I mean, I've had people just, shoot an email. Hey, thanks. That was a great show. I had a great time. That was just funny. It made my day. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. And,
Right.
I ain't getting paid for this. I mean, I'd like to.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how to monetize those 9,000 followers I have.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just and again, 9,000 people going, oh, we like bacon.
Right.
Yeah.
And which, I mean, really honestly, but unless even vegans like bacon, for God's sakes.
They're trying to make it out of banana peels. I got a video on that too. People trying to make banana peel bacon.
Okay, now you've drawn a line.
Right.
You've drawn a
So
line.
yeah,
Tony.
when we go back to talking about the worst bacon product I've ever had, that has definitely tasted okay. It was a little stick of sadness, is what it was.
How do you even attempt?
I marinated it in a whole bunch of stuff, and then I threw it in a pan and sizzled it up. Came out a little crispy, and I
And
took
you
a
threw
bite
it right away.
I did.
And that was it.
And that was the end of
And
that.
now
Somebody told me you can use carrots, and you know what? If you really want bacon that bad, just get some.
Yeah, just go.
Well, but then at what point does it become jerky and not bacon? Right?
True.
There's a fine line there, I'm sure.
Yeah, and so that's yeah.
Look, I've got vegetarian and vegan friends, and I love you guys. But if you want bacon, just get some bacon. They're always trying to make something else taste like meat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's a good question. Has there been a product that isn't bacon but tries to pass itself as bacon that you approve of?
There's some chips. There's some like pork rinds, some vegan pork rinds that I've come across, and I'm trying to remember. I don't think I tried them, but I like to go. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Big Lots.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love Big Lots. If I go on vacation and I'm in a different state, I'm like, oh, there's a Big Lots. We gotta go in there and check it out, right? Because they just have this random stuff. And I love just hitting up random. Yeah.
There we go.
And I just love going
Tony
in there
just won $5 for
there you go.
random.
And I just love going in there and getting obscure things that you can't get at your regular grocery store.
Oh yeah.
And then I do a little video and we're good to go.
And every Big Lots has different stuff.
Yeah.
That's the great thing. Like you could drive across town to a different Big Lots and you're like, well, why don't they have that stuff over there? Oh,
Right. Tommy
You know,
says Big
it's-
Lots is better than Walmart, and I wholeheartedly agree.
yeah. Oh, God. But
I will do
Walmart's
my
great.
grocery. I'll do my grocery shopping at Big Lots, and then go to the grocery store to get what I couldn't get at Big Lots.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Well, and I the people watching at Walmart's so much funner though.
That's true.
Although I have been to a couple Big Lots where I was like, "You guys are in the wrong store, man." And then they follow me around and think I'm cool. So now you've got some claims to fame here because Rachel Ray liked one of my Instagram posts. What's that all about? What were you doing?
You know, I posted. It's funny because whatever I made, it was boxed. Came out of a box. It was like teriyaki chicken and some truffle risotto that I found at Big Lots or something. I think I was working third shift at the hospital, and I looked at my Instagram. I was like, dude, Rachel Ray just liked my post. And someone looked and said, well, who's Rachel Ray?
Oh, God. You're like, yeah, you don't get that much, do you?
No, but I spend a lot of time at Big Lots. So
Yeah. I tried commenting to see if she would comment back. She never did.
Yeah, I've gotten that a few times.
And it was before the whole blue check mark thing and all that jazz. So I don't even know if it was really her, but
Sure.
I claim it was. So
Hey, it's there. It's legit.
yeah.
And then Peyton Manning and you were drinking out of the same cup. What's all that
Yes.
about?
Yeah, so I worked at a private golf course, and he was out with some members, and we had this big jug of water on the counter. I was a bartender. I was a bartender in my former life as well. That didn't contribute well to my alcoholism, but anyway. So we just had this jug of water, and it had different fruits in it every day. And for whatever reason, they decided to blend up kiwi and put it in here. And they try to layer it with ice and make it look fancy and stuff like that, but it just looked like a bunch of snot in this big jar, And so he looked at it and he said, "What is this?" And I said, "That's kiwi water." Any good? I said, "I don't know. I didn't think it looked very good, so I didn't try it." And so he poured himself a cup and he took a sip, and he had a weird look on his face. And I said, "How is it?" And he just handed me the cup, and I took a sip, and I said, "That's not very good." Dumped it out.
Well, that was crap, but we tried, and that's what's most important. So now what is our next step? I know you are getting ready to leave the country.
Yes.
And go on a mission trip. Where are you going? Iberia?
Liberia. It's on the western coast of Africa.
There we go. And now, and you've traveled many different places, doing your mission trips and whatnot. Now, and do not take this the wrong way, and I've even asked my own pastor this: why are we not concentrating on doing mission trips right here in the U.S.?
I think that's a good question, and it gets asked all the time. And I think different people are called to different fields. And, we've been experiencing now people from Africa and China are coming to America on mission trips. So because America doesn't really associate. It's not like a Christian nation anymore.
Oh, no.
So there's people in other countries that are coming here to evangelize to Americans. And you're 100% right. Our mission field is wherever we're at.
Right.
It's at work. It's, here at my apartment complex. It's, wherever you find yourself. But we all have been gifted certain things. And it's funny because when I went to South Sudan, the job that was needed done there was like a property manager for the mission compound, if you will, doing maintenance and just all these things. And, you can't just go out to the South Sudanese Walmart, it doesn't exist.
Right.
So you've got to really improvise and find, whatever. You got to make bricks out of mud and stuff like that. And I'm not really handy. I'm just not. not my skill set. I'd much rather take my car in for an oil change and do it myself.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I've got a little bag in my closet with, a hammer and a screwdriver and a tape measure, and
Right.
if that's what it requires, I got it and I can do
Right,
that,
right.
That's the toolbox. Yeah.
Got some crazy glue and duct tape. We're all
That's
right.
right.
All right.
Yeah. So when I
Yeah.
started talking to one of the elders from my church and a retired pastor that we're doing work in Liberia, they're like, we really want you to come. There's this Christian college. And I'm thinking, dude, I don't even have a college degree at the time. How am I going to help you with doing work at a college? I mean, regardless, it's in, another country where the education system is not what it is here and things like that. But they started a work study program over there where the students work 15 hours a week. And in turn, myself and this other guy, we find donors over here to pay for their schooling. It's about $900 a year to put a kid through college in Liberia. So we find donors over here, and then we go over once a year. We, just audit the program, make sure everything's going well, try to implement some new things, some leadership, see how that's going. Just make sure everyone's doing well. Their grade point averages are up. They're not being mistreated or anything like that. And it's really encouraging to them as well to have us come over there. It's an encouragement to us as well.
Right,
So,
right. Well, God bless you, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
and anybody listening, I don't want anybody getting in an uproar against the show. I'm all for the mission trips and helping people out. And I feel we really need to also we need to concentrate on where we're at first so we can help others.
Yeah,
right.
Because then we have we're stronger as one, and then we can go out and help others. But I'm all for, hey, reaching out, giving a hand wherever a hand is needed. And there are a lot of places in this world. I mean, even wealthier countries than ourselves. I mean, I would say we are probably one of the more wealthier countries, but we also heavily poverty stricken. Yeah. And if you do not believe me, pretty much anywhere where you're at, I'm sure there's an area where you avoid.
Yeah.
And and that's where that help's needed. Trust me. Yep. You don't think that there's starving kids out in the streets here? You're gravely mistaken. Yeah. So send them some bacon.
Yes.
Because and I one side note, today on the way home, me and my wife went out. We were doing errands when we were talking on the phone earlier. We stopped off at Burger King. I was very intrigued by the bacon patty melt sandwich that they have. Nah.
Their bacon. Burger King's bacon's pretty wimpy.
Well, but now I will say this: the Texas Whopper, double Whopper, with jalapenos, the French fried onions, and bacon. Oh my!
Well, okay, but that leads
my go-to now.
That leads into a really good question: is there a fast food chain that does bacon the best, in your opinion?
I tend to, while I've said earlier, I don't know if we were on air when I said this, but I said that people may be in an uproar if they found out that I didn't eat as much bacon as they think I do.
Right.
But if bacon is available, I do get it on wherever I'm at. And I'm trying to think. I don't, because I honestly, I don't eat a lot of fast food. I like to stick with the mom and pops and things like that and support them. But I'll tell you, one of my favorite fast food sandwiches that I always do get bacon on is White Castles.
Oh yeah.
Or Crystals or, I think White Castle has another name too, not Crystals.
It's kind of like there's Hardee's and then there's Carl's Jr.
Exactly. Yeah.
But now, and some people, a lot of people like out on the West Coast have never experienced White Castle.
Yeah.
And I know they've seen the movies and stuff like that and heard and talked about it. Back in the days, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard White Castles is pretty good, but there's Fat Burger out here in California in Los Angeles, which on any drunken night you'll ever have, most amazing food ever. I mean, you literally think you've entered heaven at one point.
Right.
But again, that was also probably the drugs. But then I was treated to White Castle. We drove 3 hours
Oh, wow.
to get to a White Castle, but
Were
we
you
made
trying
it
to
to a
relive the Harold and Kumar movie?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, again, this was
You
back in the
yeah.
days.
Yeah, you do stuff when you've been talking to alcohol most of the night.
Yeah.
And trust me, it was kind of a scary drive because we all took turns and we were all pretty inebriated. But we made it there, and we're fairly sober, I think, by the time we got there. They were delicious.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
if and whenever I can, I'm near a White Castle. I'm like, let's just just stop just for a second. It's like In-N-Out Burger. Well, of course, In-N-Out's changed a lot, but man, I'll tell you, back in the day, there's still, to this day for me, there's nothing better than a double, chocolate shake, and French fries.
I've only been once or twice, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot more commercial nowadays, but yeah.
You know what, though? Wendy's Hardee's. Wendy's or Hardee's has really good bacon sandwiches. You know,
the Baconator.
Baconator, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I sent you a picture of me eating a Baconator.
Right. It looked like
it looked about this big.
Burger. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like after I didn't realize the angle I took it at, but I was like, wow, yeah. And it was actually, I mean, it was a good,
Yeah, I think that was my comment. Was that a junior?
Yeah. It looked more like a junior for a Barbie junior. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, Tony. So as the Bacon Whisperer, what is the what is the next step here for you, man? What are you doing?
You know what? I'm kind of in the thought process, what have you, of starting a media company. I don't know exactly what that looks like. But it's going to come, full circle with the UGC videos, with the Facebook page and the blogging. It's funny because 2 years ago or whatever, when I started this whole thing, I was just reviewing products, and I came across this company that had like edible cookie dough, and it was like gluten-free and vegan and all this stuff. Right. And for some reason, I have a very large keto following on my blog.
Well, dude, it's bacon. That's like, but you're not going to get more keto than bacon.
The funny thing is, on my blog, though, you're not going to find hardly anything about bacon, which is really weird because the people that gravitated towards this was a keto crowd. So I seek out keto products and I review them. And that's how I kind of figured out I could make some money blogging. I had no idea. I hate to write. I don't even like writing. But I wrote a blog about this keto cookie dough stuff, and I still get commissions on that today.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, look at this. There's no editing here. We don't have a script. We just roll, baby.
Yeah.
And I think you should just kind of roll with it like that, man. Get your product out and start running with it.
Well, you invited me on the show or whatever. I'm like, well, man, I got to get a microphone. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get headphones, And now I'm like, okay, well, I'm set up, man. I just need to roll with a blog, get a blog going, Yeah. But I'm also thinking, I'm like, you guys actually have real famous people on your show, right? And I'm like,
we try.
And then you invite me on the show. I'm like, whoa, I hope they realize I'm not famous.
I have Andy go wash their cars for about 3 weeks, and then they agree to come on the show.
Right.
A lot of
those a couple awkward ones where Andy was in short shorts and
we don't like
a little escalated.
We don't talk about that anymore.
I earned my therapy for that month.
I could say
you got a good insurance program over there.
Oh yeah, no, Random Christian Show has great health coverage. Great health coverage. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And if anybody at home's listening, I'm shaking my head and saying yes. Tony Adams, man, I love the page. I think it's amazing. You put out so much content just constantly, and it's just great. It's great fun. It's makes my day. I love seeing your posts, dude.
Thank you. It's all about
And
consistency.
yeah, and which this show has none of. So this explains why we're only in the top 10. I'm sure if we actually were consistent, we'd be in the top 10 constantly.
Probably.
But you know, we're settling for 20 for now. But hey, so Tony, listen, man, I know you're getting ready to go on your mission trip here. What, in just a couple days, correct?
Next Thursday.
Wow.
Next
Okay.
Thursday, yeah.
So, listen, man, are you going to be able to send any of these posts from where you're at? Or are you going to be out of the loop for a while?
As long as I generally will tell people I'm probably going to be off the grid for a while, but we do find some internet access generally when we're at the home base. Now, the electricity just randomly shuts off for several hours every day. So, I may not even be at the home base. We may be out traveling, doing something, and I may miss my opportunity, but I try to.
Do you bring these people bacon?
You know what? I don't, but they have their own piggeries there.
Ooh.
Oh, well, now wait a minute. This is a fancy terminology. Piggeries.
Piggery.
Welcome to my piggery. I have many fine piggeries all over. Welcome. Pick a piggery.
Extremely scary to walk through a piggery because it's like you're walking through. I mean, it looks like a horror scene, right? Like you're getting ready to walk into someplace and get slaughtered. And I mean, it's not you.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you fall down and the pigs start eating
That's
you.
right. Yeah, you certainly don't want to fall over that wall where 15 of them are,
Yeah, because you're bacon.
Because they will eat anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's the piggery.
Yeah. Did the perfect crime. Not that we're influencing anything here, folks. Okay, don't.
No. Just do crime drama from
the piggery. Right.
Yeah, because there's not enough true crime podcasts out there.
No, we should broadcast from a piggery though.
That could be
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, we're gonna rely on you to find us a piggery. Okay. Even though I'm real close to Iowa.
Right.
And Iowa's big pig state. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you've ever driven, through.
I can send you some pictures and you guys can just edit them in if you want.
I was gonna say,
there you go. We'll get the background. We'll do the background.
This is what Andy does best. So
to get the appearance of broadcasting from a piggery. There you go.
Today we're reporting from the piggery outside the studio, and the smell is incredible. I'm just saying.
Although I will say, if you probably use the pictures I have, you probably get calls from PETA and
sure, yeah, not the best.
They have different standards over there, so
we're expecting some of those calls just for this show today.
Right.
So not a big deal. We're not afraid of a little criticism and harsh comments. I get that walking down the street. Right. But Tony, man, listen. Best of luck out on your mission. Best of luck with this page, brother. I'd love to have you come back on sometime and maybe we could talk a little bit more about some bacon and what you got going on. And
I'd love that.
Maybe some more years supply of bacon and whatnot. And
we do. No, we do. We glossed over several of the talking points, so we have a lot more to uncover.
We do, but I want to save a little bit to bring you back with, and then maybe I was thinking we could somehow coordinate where we all have some bacon stuff to sample.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
And we could all do it together. I was thinking. Okay. So sound like a game plan to you, sir?
Sounds good to me.
All right, brother. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you so much to Tony Adams and the Bacon Whisperer. Find him out there on the page. www. Well, I guess I don't need to say that, do I? It's thebaconwhisperer.club. And back and forth with you, brother. Thank you so much for being a part of this show.
Appreciate you
we
guys.
love you so much, and keep up the great work for you, man.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tony.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
peace. Oh my gosh, he is so awesome.
Yeah,
I
very
love
cool
his
guy.
page. It seriously, it totally makes my day so much brighter when I get to see his posts and stuff, because they're just funny, and it's just amazing some of the stuff he comes up with. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, we got to do a quick little commercial breaky kind of thingy here. And then we're going to come back with our good friend Tommy the Truth, talking about all things wrestling. Yeah, that's right. So hang tight, kids. We'll be right back with you.
Hey-o, do you like salsa? Are you tired of pretending you like what the mass-produced companies are giving you? Well, now you don't have to. That's right, Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is here to treat you right. They got 3 flavors like medium, hot, and salsa verde, all made with fresh, all-natural ingredients in a unique blended, authentic salsa with fresh cilantro and no onions. That's right, no more onion breath for you. It's the perfect complement to your favorite foods like burritos, steaks, flautas, nachos, enchiladas, chicken, and of course, chips. But there's so much more. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena has gone from a reward for her students now to the shelves in over 500 stores in California, and now it's expanded to Oregon, Nevada, Wyoming, and soon across the US of A. Amazingly fresh, all-natural, authentic, and delicioso, Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is near you. To find out where, go to www.mrsafamous.com, and you'll also get some great recipes, info, and so much more. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena. Reward yourself and eat buena.
Hey, all right, we're back. We're back. You know what? We forgot to do random questions of insanity with Tony.
Completely forgot.
I wonder if we can coax him back out of the green room to do a quick round of it. Because, well, you know, the Echo guy, ever since we moved the studio, you know, he's supposed to remind us.
And no, he absolutely is. So
I'm a little concerned.
Let's see.
But let's see if
Tony,
Tony's still...
do you have like 10 more minutes? Give us thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Oh. Thumbs up.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. The Bacon Whisperer, Tony Adams. Hey.
I didn't think I was going to be back on the show that soon.
Well, we forgot to do our favorite game show.
Right. Our favorite bit.
Yeah, it's what we like to call
Random.
There he is. Right as I was about to say it.
I feel this is the part where I make enemies with you guys.
Oh no, it's where things get a little bit funner, and we find out a little bit more about our good friend Tony Adams, the Bacon Whisperer. These are just random questions that we ask. They do you know, again, develop deep into your psyche and expose you to the world. For the sicko that you are for just being on this show. So would you be interested in playing? Too bad, you're gonna. We have 2 base questions, and I'm thinking the first one. I
you know what? I'm gonna say I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Have you watched James Bond films?
I have seen some, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna skip number 1. But I think I know.
Pierce Brosnan. Does that make you mad?
No, not at all.
No, Pierce Brosnan is an exactly wonderful answer. Well done, well played.
It's the wrong answer, but it doesn't make us mad.
Okay.
Oh no, there's a wrong answer that you're gonna have probably later. That will.
I already know what it is, and I know my answer is gonna upset you guys.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, I'm still.
I'm ready for it.
But I think I know the answer to this next question, which is, what is your favorite sandwich and what all is on it?
Oh, peanut butter, jelly, and bacon. It's got to be strawberry jelly though.
Okay.
All right.
What's the bread?
I you know what? I don't care.
Really?
But again, like I said earlier on in the show, put a biscuit in there.
Oh, yeah.
and-
I was gonna say a nice warm buttery biscuit.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It goes well.
No,
with
I am
rye-
very
it
intrigued
goes with
about
rye bread. It goes with sourdough. It goes with focaccia, ciabatta.
No. Okay, no,
Whatever,
no.
man.
I can't stand
Drew the line of focaccia.
I can't stand ciabatta bread, and a lot of restaurants out here do sandwiches on ciabatta bread, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, who's this big fad about ciabatta?
Yeah, I don't
right.
know.
First off, it's ciabatta.
Ciabatta.
Yeah.
It's got to be a softer bread though, because I don't know if you guys notice, I got these braces, so that has
Oh,
impeded
yeah.
me from eating.
Oh.
other things,
Oh,
so-
sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
completely fake. No, trust me. Let's okay, so well played either way. And I am very intrigued. I'm going to have to try this probably on a weekend. A little bacon, a little peanut butter. Now, okay, what kind of peanut butter?
Because of the braces, creamy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, I got you. But would
Uh,
you prefer the chunky if
I
you didn't have
prefer the
braces?
chunky. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Specific brand of peanut butter?
I don't have
Oh.
a specific. You know what? I think I got Kroger brand in my cupboard right now. So,
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I'm not partial to any one brand.
You're not a peanut butter snob, is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah. Just got
only-
some nuts and peanuts and
That's
we're
right.
good.
There you go.
All
go.
right, Andy, let's go ahead and let's move into our random questions of
Yeah, well,
insanity.
we're gonna keep it on the food tip for a little bit. It's your night to order pizza for the group. What are we getting?
All the meats with
Mhm.
pepperoncinis.
Okay.
And if we
Oh,
want to get a little crazy, we could throw some onions and peppers on there too.
All right. Okay.
all right,
I like it.
that's
I like
that's
it.
that's
There you
well
go.
played. Thick or thin crust?
I'm a thin crust guy because that means I can eat more pizza.
That's my logic too. More
Yeah.
sauce, more cheese, more toppings. Boom. All right. Okay. Well, we already know what's the better pet. You like cats more than dogs.
Yeah, I got bit by a dog
Um,
one time.
Yeah. Well,
No, yeah. And I got terrorized by a neighborhood dog,
Yeah.
so that's why I love cats.
And most people's response is, "Was it a police dog?"
Right?
No, it wasn't a police dog.
Yeah.
It was a German Shepherd, but not a police dog.
Right. Yeah.
let's see. If you could be anyone for 5 minutes, who do you choose?
Ooh, be anyone for 5 minutes.
And you can't say Pierce Brosnan.
Let's go. You know what? I'm going to go with. I don't know why his name's popping in my head. I'm just going to go Tiger Woods.
Wrong answer. The correct answer would be no. You're right. Hey, go out there and like hit a few drives and be like, yeah.
Look, when I go out golfing, I look the part. I will scare you until I actually tee off.
Yeah.
You'll think this guy's serious, man. He's got the bag, the tour bag. He's got the pants and the fancy shirts and the nice shoes. And then I shank it. So
and that's and everybody is outside going, oh God. We were behind you. How did you do that?
yeah, right.
It's called a trick shot. Andy.
So what's that one song when it comes on that you just can't help but sing along to?
Oh, good one.
Drunk on a Plane.
Oh yeah.
Dirk
Yes.
Bentley.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I'm a
Such a
country
great
fan.
song.
I'm a country
Oh, no,
fan.
that's a
so.
great song. I hate country, but that is a great song. Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all follow Matt Walsh at all or anything, but
Oh yeah.
he just did a post about the 10 rules of flying. One is you can never ask to exchange a seat for a better seat. like with somebody because you've got your kid next to you or something. Too bad. You suck it up. You sit in the middle seat. Just deal with it. Or you can't eat food that's loud or smells.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
No
Which
fish
I kind
in
of
the
get.
work break room.
Oh no. Oh, I hate it when people do that. And then it just reeks like fish for
All day
a
long.
week,
Yeah.
dude. All right, we're going with it. You have a choice to save the world, Iron Man or Batman. Who do you choose?
Iron Man.
Yes.
Wrong
Suck
answer.
it, Bat Boy.
Wrong answer.
Oh my God, that was the most perfect answer. And listen to that. Listen to that. The crowd is going wild. Ah, yes.
Iron Man flies, man.
Dude, Iron Man has the suit. He's got
Batman
the
has the bat plane. He has the bat jet. He has several ways to fly.
Yes.
He can
he's-
even glide.
And
Come
if
on.
he has 2 weeks to prepare, he could beat Iron Man. But Iron Man would have already kicked his ass and thrown him to the side. So
Wrong.
anyway,
Wrong.
Andy, what's the next one? Dude, I had 2 weeks of crap. So
I know.
Three
Yeah,
weeks.
we were
Three
on
weeks.
the tiniest streak. We were on the tiniest streak for Batman, but no, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's all right. What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve there's a couple that vie for each other. One is like the loud chewing
Yes.
type of deal. And then I don't know, I'm a big stickler for like my pots and pans and my knives. They have to be dried as soon as they get washed. And if
I'm the
anybody
same
else
way.
is overdoing anything, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you don't flush the toilet after you're done.
Oh,
That's a big deal.
that's
That's a big deal.
I can't stay at work.
Yeah.
You go into a bathroom, it's like, oh,
And if you're
dude,
gonna pee on the seat, wipe it off, man. Come on.
Yeah, right.
dude,
Yeah.
clean it. All right. Let's see. Where is your happy place, Tony?
My happy place is probably out on the golf course, and I haven't been out there in a while, so I've been kind of
Yeah.
angry lately.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my to use a term, that's my zen. That's the one place where everything else just goes.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm good. All right, Andy, one more.
Okay, so this goes into talking points that we didn't get to go into today.
Mm.
But what is the funniest way that you've ever broken the law?
Oh,
And feel free to take the fifth on this if you have to.
okay.
Yeah.
So I've publicly admitted this before. So I feel like it's okay.
Oh, this is going to be good.
And I think the statute of limitations up on it. I think.
Okay. All right.
And it's funny because I've admitted this in AA meetings before because I feel like some of those are the people that I probably offended the most.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
anyway,
wait, just before, real quick, this is Phony Wadhams. He is the Jam Whisperer. Okay.
yes.
And he's about to tell us the funniest way he broke the law. Thank you. Okay, now we can go.
So if you guys are familiar with the Indianapolis 500,
Never heard of it.
greatest spectacle in racing. I'm not a race fan at all, but I lived in Speedway for most of my life.
Okay.
And I love to go out there, people watch. I go down and I eat breakfast on Sunday at the sausage stand and, watch the jets fly over. But then once the race starts, my buddies and I, it started off with me and just this one random drunk guy that I knew in the neighborhood. We would just walk through. we walk through the Coke field. The Coke field is owned by Coca-Cola. They have a big bottling plant there in Speedway. They have tons of land right there, and they park cars and have people camp overnight during the race. Well, people go to the race and they just leave their campsites unattended. And so my buddy and I, we went through there and we're like, oh man, popped a cooler.
Christmas. Yeah.
Went to town, and then we took a cooler with us. Right? just he and I, and we get to a certain point, we sit down, take a break. People are just walking by, having a good time. And we get it back to his house. We had to float it across the creek, to take a shortcut and everything. It was pretty ridiculous. So then following years, I started recruiting people,
No.
and we would go out there in big packs and get stuff. And then the final year, I ended up retiring from it because I felt like it was getting a little too dangerous for me. Because we would start getting into getting food and like coolers full of food and everything. But we would drive a truck in there. The cops are, at every entrance, but they're sleeping. They're taking a nap.
Right.
And love the cops anyway. But we just drive through there and start throwing stuff in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And we would get back to, our buddy's house or whatever, and we'd, have 5 or 6 people, and we'd have 30 coolers, and we'd divvy them up, and
wow,
everybody'd go have a party somewhere or whatever, and we'd be drunk for 3 or 4 days.
No way. Wow.
And there'd be a lot of sober, pissed off people at the
round. Well, because back then the liquor stores were not open on Sundays.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and the only way you were getting a beer was to pay $12 at the track for it. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay, oh, wow. Okay.
That is a good one. Sorry. Yeah. That's incredible.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well played. In all honesty, I think I still have a few of those coolers.
That is great. Oh man,
I have repented.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
God forgives us.
That's where I was. That's where I was, and this is where I'm at now.
That's where we're at now.
Praise God.
All right, let's last one here. You've got 30 seconds to tell the world something, Tony. What do you got?
We are all sinners, and we are in need of a Savior. And God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to pay a debt that we could not pay. And because of that, if you repent, put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, he will give you eternal life. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Yes. Well played, sir. Well played. Now, where is it? There it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Once again, thanks for hanging out.
No problem, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, man. Again, we will get you back on, and we're gonna do some taste testing and whatnot. So
yes.
Again, Tony Adams is with us, the Bacon Whisperer. You can catch him on Facebook. You got a YouTube too, correct?
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
TikTok.
I've got 3 followers on Twitter, I think.
But several thousand on the old Facebook.
Yes.
And God, that sounds old. And the Facebook. yeah. I got it off my smarty phone. Tony, just love having you on here, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks,
and good luck up on your mission trip, brother.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Tony Adams. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Tony.
Peace out. Have a wonderful trip, brother. All right, now.
Here it is.
Now it's time. That's right. You ready? I think
Let's
we're
do
all
it.
ready. Let's do it.
Do you like sports? Do you like your sports in your face? Do you like to know the truth about your sports? Well, now it's time to get real and get truthful with all things sports. That's why now, on the Random Christian Show, it's time for the man, the myth, the one who brings sports all to the interweb world. It is time for Tommy the Truth.
Thomas, there he is. Well, let's put you over here in the center spotlight.
There he is.
There we are. There we are.
Man.
Tommy the Truth. What's up, buddy?
Earn your scars. That's what's up. And that's from Edge. That's from Edge, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And I still enjoy watching him. I don't know how much longer he's going to keep wrestling, but
yeah,
he was out for years and years.
Yeah,
and
didn't he retire for a while?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a neck issue.
I was going to say he had a major injury.
But yeah. No, I remember when he came into the WWE when he was under Gangrel, right?
Yes, I remember that. And all
Yeah.
that vampiric
that's
vampire
right.
stuff. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Oh,
so
wow,
and
I
his
forgot about that.
and his entrance when he did the WrestleMania just was in California, the biggest WrestleMania of all time, broke all the records for attendance. I think they sold 20% more merchandise than they sold last year.
Wow.
He came out in his Gangrel type of outfit in the sense coming up, and then just he had like a mirror mask on. It was so amazing.
Oh wow. That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
that's oh my gosh, that was a while ago. Okay, so okay, first off, how do we do in March Madness?
Let's get that. Well, number one, the team made it, but your team won it. Christian, I think you picked UConn. They won.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
UConn
see,
won.
I knew it. I knew they'd
Hey,
win.
5 out of 5. Every time they've gone to the finals, they've never lost. 5.
Wow.
Never lost.
Really?
That's good.
5.
I knew that.
5-0.
I knew that.
So and San Diego State
Not really.
made a good showing. I mean, they did well just to get there. This whole March Madness was insane this year. So
Yeah.
but UConn, they beat every team by double digits in March Madness. They were really super strong.
Yeah.
Wow. Right on. All right. So okay, so UConn, yay. All right, I win. All right, now let's get into it, buddy, because it's wrestling season, and we were talking pre-show, me and you, just about our passions with the wrestling and how far back we've gone with it. Andy, were you a big wrestling fan back in the days, or I mean, do you still watch it, or?
So absolutely, growing up, when the AWA was on like Saturday mornings, I would watch that with my dad, and then obviously back when it was WWF, whenever they came to Oakland, we were there.
Right.
And we would watch, the non-televised shows, and then when they started televising Raw, we didn't go every time they were there, but we would go, and WrestleMania would always happen close to my birthday. So my birthday party, we would pay for WrestleMania. I would invite my core friends over, which were I had 3 like really good friends, and I would just say, you guys want to come over watch WrestleMania? And they're like, yeah, totally, let's come, right? And this is only then when they were only doing like 3 pay-per-views a year. It was like this, Royal Rumble, and something else, right? And so it was a big deal to come over and watch the pay-per-views. But I mean, I watched pretty religiously up until like the Attitude Era. So when Rock and Stone Cold, the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian would the great sort of tables, chairs, and ladders matches,
Oh yeah,
that those guys would do, and I mean, a Triple H, but yeah, no, I would watch, Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, Junkyard Dog,
yeah.
JYD, I mean, Roddy Piper. It did not get any better than Roddy Piper. Like, on the mic alone, he was incredible, but just the show that he put on in the ring too, like, and that was the crazy thing, is that he wasn't the most cut athlete, right?
No.
In the world, but man, that guy was gold on a mic, and like he could tell some of the best stories in the ring, and it was just, oh God, yeah. If I had to pick my favorite wrestler ever, it would be Roddy Piper.
He's one of my top. Yeah, absolutely.
I go probably further back than all of you guys. I back to Nick Bockwinkel, Bob Backlund, Harley Race in the 70s. I used to watch World Class Championship Wrestling, the Von Erichs, the Freebirds, Kamala the Giant, Bruiser Brody, rest in peace. He got killed in Mexico, tragedy for him. That's when I started really watching wrestling. So I went back to almost where it was more about wrestling than the actual show. Now it's more about storylines and what's happening right now. And I know you've heard the news about Endeavor, which is UFC. They bought WWE $23.5 billion, I guess, a merger, or that's what the company all works now. So now the UFC and Endeavor own WWE they own 51%. The WWE owns 49%. So I want to see what's going to happen with this change. I want to see if they're going to have these crossover matches. I know Conor McGregor is already talking crap to the wise man, you know, Roman Reigns. So these crossover matches could happen. They could mix them up, have a wrestling match and the UFC match. I want to see what happens. That's going to be interesting because now they're in
Conor
control.
McGregor is just a great. He's a great showman either way. I mean, he's a great fighter. He's awesome at what he does, but he is so great at promoting himself and what he does and talking smack and going in the ring, backing it up more on occasion than none. And I got one disturbing thing I want to say real quick. I find it very disturbing that the entire interview with Tony, he didn't eat one slice of bacon, and now he's sitting in the green room eating an entire plate of bacon. He's the bacon whisperer. Not once during the show did he have a slice of bacon, and now he's eating it. So I called you out, Tony. I had to bring you back on. Sorry.
See, all I got, I should go make bacon. All I got's this right now. but yeah, I'm so curious to see what the state of wrestling's what's going to happen, because McMahon has been such a big part. Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon has been such a big part of creating the WWE after WWE. What's going to happen now? Because Endeavor has 51%. They're controlling that now. So I hope they don't change it too much. But I want to see if they start combining UFC shows with wrestling shows and see what happens.
I don't think that'll ever happen. I mean, but think of it. UFC, in a way, has almost been a farm league for WWE contenders.
Oh, yeah.
Ronda Rousey,
Shamrock,
Brock Lesnar, right? So a lot of the more marquee names from UFC have evolved into WWE stars. So
Lesnar wrestled first and then went to UFC.
I was going to say Lesnar started out wrestling.
But yeah, I see what he's saying, that crossover stuff. I want to see what happens with that. I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I do have a problem with, I want to get everybody's opinion here. I really enjoy what Roman Reigns is doing right now. Over 900 days he's been the champion, the tribal chief. That hasn't done since 1988 Hogan. That's historic. What he's doing right now is amazing. I think he needs to be a little bit better on the mic, but getting better and better. But he says he's the greatest of all time. I still feel, in my opinion, Ric Flair, I think the greatest of all time are people that really changed something. Flair changed the game. Okay?
Yeah.
That blonde hair, he would talk on the mic. A lot of that stuff wasn't written. Some was, but it was improv. He just knew how to talk. Styling and profiling, all that stuff. He changed everything. The Road Warriors dominated for 10 years. They changed everything. No one ever saw with the Road Warriors with the shoulder pads and the makeup. Are you kidding me? Domination. They went in there, searched and destroyed everything in their path. So I think when you say you're the greatest of all time, what about Triple H? What about Randy Orton? What about Hulk Hogan? I think he's not quite there yet for me as being the greatest of all time. Ric Flair's still, in my opinion, the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah. So, okay. So this is
Goldberg.
There you go. There's another one.
All right. So this is funny. So I mean, I think wrestling means different things. Not that funny. I think wrestling means different things to different people, right? And you sort of attach yourselves to the person that you not necessarily identify with, but the person that makes you want to watch, right? Well, growing up, and I know I said that I mean Roddy Piper was like number one for me, but
yeah, he's awesome.
There were two wrestlers that whenever they were on screen didn't say much, but were just so great to watch. And number one, the Claw, Baron Von Raschke, right?
Oh my gosh!
Yes, I remember. He didn't say much at all.
Didn't say much at all.
Hardly say anything.
But I mean, like like one of the cheesiest gimmicks ever, right? Would claw the guy, and then they would fall asleep, and then that was it, right? The other guy that would come out and not say much, George the Animal Steele.
He would eat the turnbuckle.
George was great.
He'd eat the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
He'd eat it.
And he would do that every match, and I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it, and it was the same stick. So, like,
Dude, it was
Yeah,
such the same shtick over and over. Oh my
it's
God.
evolved, and like you said, it's evolved into this drama, and who knows what they're gonna do with it, where they're gonna go with it. It's cool because there was a time that there was a title change, like every 2 months or something like that, and the fact that they let Roman Reigns, I think they sort of figured that out, that they need to recreate the superstar, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's they're trying to sort of recapture that magic with it.
Right. No,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
yeah, I think I honestly think some of the storyline, especially with Roman Reigns, has been overplayed, and I not that I've watched a whole lot of it, to be honest. I mean, I actually got really kind of bored with the constant overplay of it, and you know, I know it's been taking a turn. I know a lot of people who have, you know, said, oh no, it's really kind of come back to the old. You know, I think they do a lot more improv during the matches now, like they used to. And you hear some of the older guys saying, you know, hey man, we used to make it up half the time while we're in the rings. And I think that's where a lot of the fun of wrestling disappeared, because it became so over scripted and so overdone and over the top. It's like, okay, guys, take a breather. Let's let's
say
put the
this
fun back
to you,
in.
Kristen, if you want to see more, it's about wrestling, more improv. AEW's been around for a few years. I enjoy watching them. A lot of their stuff is not scripted. They say, this is the match,
Yeah.
wrestle, and then go do your improv. And the wrestler over there, MJF, which I think is magnificent. He's like the Miz from WWE. Knows how to talk on the mic. Really good wrestler. I mean, knows how to put words together. I love hearing him just talk. I'd love to see, there's another thing I'd love to see, guys. If Endeavor allows this, now that they own 51%, I want to see a crossover matches. I want to see AEW against WWE. That's what I want to see
A
now.
lot of people want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to crossover matches, because there's a lot of talent that left WWE with the McMahons. They went to AEW and they just like working for that company better. And this, you know, wrestling kind of go back and forth. You know, Cody Rhodes just back from AEW, now he's with WWE. So I want to see crossover matches. That should be the next thing. Yes, MGF is awesome. What
Tim Melia's with us, kids.
What an absolute delight to hear him just talk on the mic. He is almost like this generation's version of Ric Flair. He's got a way to articulate his words, and I'd love to see him go against The Miz. It would like going against each other's shadows, because they're alike in so many ways. But I think MGF would beat him in a match, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I really would love to see, just because he was one of my favorites, Diamond Dallas Page. I'd love to see him do just one tour, a comeback, because first off, he started off at 35 years old. There was and he started out as a manager. And they're like, no way. There's no way you can't be a part of this. You can't do it. And he did not take no for an answer. He kept forcing his way in, and he blew up. I mean, blew up. He was the first guy to go against the NWO and like boldly defy them, you know, even though a lot of those were his buddies that he came up with, and he helped promote them and bring them to where they were at. And he turned around and stabbed Scott Hall right in the back, right on the ring. And he started the whole anti-NWO, even though the NWO was part of that whole new era, you know, attitude kind of thing. And I think he was just probably one of the greatest reasons about wrestling. Him, Roddy Piper.
You hit the nail on the head too. 35 is unheard of. I don't even know if I've heard of another wrestler that started that late at 35 years old, and I think he won the title in his 40s. Insane.
Right. Yeah.
I met him in the 2000s in Odessa, Texas, doing an indie thing, but he was just signing autographs and posters, and he let me hold the belt. He was a really cool guy, and he let me do the bang, which I'm going to do the bang before we leave the show today. And it's going to be loud. You may want to turn these down, because when I do the bang, it's loud. And I'm going to do it sitting down. I'm not going to do it standing up. You probably won't see me, but he's one of my favorite wrestlers too. Now he does this yoga thing, which I followed some of his yoga practices, and it's helped me out quite a bit. So,
oh, nice. Nice.
Did any of you guys watch the WrestleMania? Did you get a chance to take a look at it?
No, I haven't seen. I just so
you can hear him over.
I used to follow. I used to follow. Back when I actively watched, Lita was. She was really big when I was watching because she was with the Hardy Boys and all that stuff. So I saw that she's back with Becky Lynch, right? And they're
I think that's
and they're tag team champs, right? And Trish Stratus was out there too. So
it's nice to see them bringing them back. And one of my favorite matches from WrestleMania.
I'll be up there.
Maybe losing a little bit of its pizzazz because the Usos just lost. They lost the undisputed tag team championships to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I like both those wrestlers. Sami Zayn is another wrestler. I love him talking to Mike. He's absolutely hilarious. He's funny.
Yeah,
I love Sami.
Yeah, but that was the only highlight that I saw. So I'm gonna catch up in the next couple days here.
Right on.
So
okay, so yeah, we're getting short on our time here. So quick conclusions, and we just got a couple minutes left here before we got to cut it off.
Well, I just think I want to see. I mean, now see what the futures hold with Endeavor, UFC owning. Yeah. I want to see what
I'm
the future's
excited.
going to be for wrestling. I'm excited if they're going to mix up. Maybe they'll have a UFC show with wrestling. Maybe that's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen yet. They bought the company. We'll see what happens. See if it's going to be something for the better. I think it's going to be better for the company because McMahon was doing some things. He let go of a few wrestlers like Karrion Kross and a few others that they were kind of asking, why are you letting these guys go? And he was losing his handle on it just a little bit about talent, but now he won't have any control over that. And I do hope they keep Triple H in charge of talent. Triple H in charge of talent is doing a great job, and I don't think they should let him go or Shawn Michaels, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
No, I agree with leaving. I think Triple H has been groomed and done. I think he's done an amazing job with running the WWE, and leave him where he's at. Definitely leave him.
And then
let him.
Great Charlotte Rhea Ripley. That was one of the great matches. Rhea Ripley won her title. First woman ever to win UK NXT Championship, NXT Championship, Raw Championship, SmackDown Championship, and Tag Team Champions. She's the first female to do that. So Rhea Ripley's incredible. I love to watch her as well.
Yeah, she's really cool. Yeah, so, I love watching the Rhea Ripley highlights too.
Yeah, man.
So you guys want to see the bang? You want me to do the bang?
Let's do it. Yeah, take us out.
Do the bang real quick.
God, I want to stand up and do it, but you see me, so I'm going to have to stand right here. Because when Diamond Dallas used to do this, he used to like this. Bang! That's good. Usually when I do it, I bang and I move left, but I can't move. So I hope that's accurate.
That was good. No, that was great.
No, that was awesome. And Tony, why'd you quit eating bacon?
Because I wasn't sure if it was going to be crunching over. I didn't want to be crunching in the microphone.
No, that's the whole reason you're back is because you're the Bacon Whisperer. You're supposed to be eating bacon.
Yeah,
there it is.
There it is.
Do you watch wrestling, Tony? Do you watch it?
Not anymore, but I used to. Yeah. I wasn't actually allowed to watch wrestling or The Simpsons.
I got you.
But British Bulldog was my favorite wrestler back in the day.
Oh yeah,
I used to watch them play tag teams. They were a really good tag team.
That's right.
They weren't the Road Warriors, but they were really good.
And Jake the Snake. Yep, Tim Elliott mentioned
Snake
about
Roberts,
Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, hey, again, Tony, thank you for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, great time.
And we will definitely have you back, Tommy. Excellent work. Let's make sure we bring you back next week. We can throw a little wrestling in and some of the new
2 weeks
stuff.
from now, or 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Sorry.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Yeah,
2 weeks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But Tommy, thank you so much for bringing the wrestling in. We love it, and I don't care who you are. Every guy, in one way or another, digs wrestling. So yeah. Let's keep updating on the old wrestling stuff. All right, brother.
Absolutely, guys.
All right, man.
All right,
Peace out, brother. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks here.
Take care, man.
And so that's gonna do it for us, guys. We want to say thank you to everybody again. Tony Adams for hanging out with us. The Bacon Whisperer. Go to his website, thebaconwhisperer.club, CLUB, and check out all things Bacon Whisperer. Tommy the Truth has his own Facebook page and
Now you can add him as a friend.
And Instagram page, I believe. Yeah. So, and yes, he fixed it so you can friend him and be a part of all his posts and whatnot, guys. So make sure you check him out. We will not be back next week. We will be back in 2 weeks, and we are gonna have where is it?
That is Kenny Lee Lewis.
Do we have his graphic? There it is.
Boom.
There it is. Right
Boom.
there on the show next week, guys. So make sure to be with us. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. My screw up again.
No, that was my fault. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We love you. Support us. Please like, follow, subscribe, listen when you can. I know there's commercials on Spreaker, but that's how we're 8 cents away from making our first
$10.
$10. Yep.
Yeah.
You think podcasters get paid a lot? No, we don't.
Nope.
We do it for the love of it, and we do it for you guys. So we hope you're enjoying it. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell the neighbor down the street. Tell the guy in Walmart wearing the bacon pants. I'm just saying. But anyway, so next week, 2 weeks from now, we'll be back with Kenny Lee Lewis. Thank you all. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. We're all we got out there. God bless you guys.
Hey-o, do you like salsa? Are you tired?